the need for clear rules, but also authority so that we can avoid situations like this and make sure that we're creating transparent markets so that U.S. customers are not subject to fraud.
CZ said that the CFTC's lawsuit is unexpected, and he also called it disappointing.
And so that means that, in essence, they're not just a brokerage, they're a bank. Unfortunately, a lot of those assets are very low yielding. They're long dated.
The most interesting outcome of the three-day summit between Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping got limited media attention.
Take printer out of box and place on table with the out tray facing the window. The out tray facing the window, that's right. Load paper into the paper receptacle and place currency on glass tray F. Right. Check alignment by printing out a test.
The firm failed and triggered a systemic risk determination. I'm prepared to talk about that confidential information, that the firm was rated.
Eventually, the world economy will lose faith in the US dollar and will want to dump it by buying up goods.
We had like at least half an hour conversation about how Ripple is working, how Casper is utilizing their strong points, and what could...
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got some bags, welcome to the party, welcome back to some more. Moon o'clock news, no breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness, shout out to the latest sub, Greg Bakes in the building. Appreciate you stopping by, stuffing some bags. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, those pilot shades, because the future's extra. Bullish, let's go full speed, full throttle. Into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today, 1.18 trillion, up about 1% in the past 24 hours. We had XRP here at 50 cents, up about 10% in the past 24 hours. XRP on fire. We got Stellar XLM right around 9.5 cents, up 4.6 in the past 24. BTC right around 27K, 26.9. ETH right around 1700. We got Flare Networks on fire as well, up almost 30% in the past 24 hours. Up to about 0.43 cents. And we got Songbird here, still right around 0.00785, up 7.3 in the past 24. Crypto 80, XRP on fire. Also, XRP up 5.89% over the last 24 hours. Alexa knows. Joe Katz, can the SEC and the CFTC fight it out amongst themselves? Who's going to regulate crypto? And then the victor, sue Binance. That would make things easier for everyone. Meanwhile, CFTC Commissioner, Big Brad Garlandhouse, you know what's coming. If this went all the way up to the top, CZ Binance, what would an appropriate punishment be?
That's the case. If this went straight to the top, what would an appropriate punishment be?
Well, you know, as you know, we're a civil enforcement agency, and I think to your point, and something that has been pretty well known in the crypto circles now is that, and I've said this in my statement yesterday, not having a headquarters, not having a location is not going to prevent the CFTC from coming after you. And in this particular case, as I said before, there was a clear evasion. And when we looked at the entities, it is a common enterprise, dozens and dozens of entities scattered across the globe with control persons up to Mr. Zhao. And when you have that situation where you have a control person of a common enterprise, I think there's clear potential liability that we saw. And as you pointed out, clear documentation of an intent to evade law with a very clear, direct method of saying, this is what we need to do to evade U.S. law so that we can have access to the market. So we feel pretty confident in this case. Obviously, something that we care about deeply and that we've been on top of for several years in this crypto space. I've been on the show with you talking about a lack of authority for the CFTC in the commodity crypto space. And I think this just demonstrates the need for clear rules, but also authority so that we can avoid situations like this and make sure that we're creating transparent markets so that U.S. customers are not subject to fraud or manipulation.
Binance doesn't agree. Bullzilla Binance says that they've been working with regulators for more than 2 years.
Either. Regulators, they say that Binance deliberately chose over and over again to put profits over following the law. Binance, well, it disagrees. In a statement, CZ said that the CFTC's lawsuit is unexpected, and he also called it disappointing. Binance says it's been working with the regulator for more than 2 years and will continue to do so to cooperate with authorities in the US and elsewhere. As for what's next, well, Binance Binance says it will respond to these allegations in due course. The CFTC, for its part, it is a civil government agency. That means that we can't expect to see any sort of criminal charges being placed against the individuals or companies that are involved here, but we could see some sort of penalties put in place.
Wrath of K, framing in August, Ripple published payments by the numbers guide that set their course very clearly, presenting 3 use cases: remittances, SME payments, treasury flow. Surprised that this hasn't generated more discussion, as it's illuminating a quick guide to crypto forward payments solutions, 3 use cases, XRP, the king of utility. Wall Street bulls, imminent collapse of the USD, USDT, USDC confirmed. Welcome to the XRP golden era of growth and opportunity.
We've heard this multiple times over the past few weeks of turmoil, right? What's the situation when it comes to Schwab's business?
Yes, Heidi, good to talk to you. We looked at the balance sheet, and what we saw is that Schwab has a lot of its revenue that's coming via net interest margins. So when you look at what Schwab's revenue looked like last year, 50% of it was from the net interest revenue. And so that means that, in essence, they're not just a brokerage, they're a bank. Unfortunately, a lot of those assets are very low yielding. They're long-dated mortgage-backed securities, treasury securities, and according to their 10K filing, the average yield for their entire source of assets is 2%. And that's very low. That's only doable in a zero interest rate environment because they're able to pay their bank deposits such low interest. And so we're at a point now where there is the potential for those deposits to leave and also for Charles Schwab to have a margin squeeze as a result of that.
Schwab facing pressure from the bond losses and rising cash yields. U.S. dollar's global supremacy erodes. America will face reckoning like none before. A surprising segment on CNN.
The most interesting outcome of the 3-day summit between Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping got limited media attention. Describing their talks, Putin said, "We are in favor of using the Chinese yuan for settlements between Russia and the countries of Asia, Africa, and Latin America." So, the world's second largest economy and its largest energy exporter are together actively trying to dent the dollar's dominance as the anchor of the international financial system. Will they succeed? The dollar is America's last surviving superpower. It gives Washington unrivaled economic and political muscle. It can slap sanctions on countries unilaterally, which frees that country out of large parts of the world economy. And Washington can spend freely, certain that its debt will be bought up by the rest of the world.
Meanwhile, we have a new superpower hidden in the wings, hidden in plain sight, but the SEC and USA stifling American innovation. The XRP ledger, superior technology, faster, cheaper, more efficient, bridging all the value. Know what you hold? Send money anywhere around the world, 24/7, 365. Nobody could stop it. Brett Hill, the banks are not safe. Get your money out and buy more. XRP. Cryptic poet Central Baker explains quantitative easing.
But this will give you an idea of how quantitative easing works.
Yep.
Take printer out of box and place on table with the out tray facing the window.
The out tray facing the window.
That's right. Load paper into the paper receptacle and place currency on glass tray F.
Right.
Check alignment by printing out a test page.
Right.
Go into copy settings and select double-sided and the number of copies you require.
How many would you suggest?
In the case of one of our clients, it's 80 billion, 120 billion. In the case of another client, and one client wants 1 trillion of these things.
Can you get printers to do that?
No, you can't. You're going to need a bank of them. I mean, it's a multi-printer
big
job.
Ones,
yeah, big industrial strength.
Yeah.
Big like a Bofors gun, all facing the window.
Yeah.
Once you've ascertained that you have the alignment correct, you alert the banking sector, open the window and press copy.
And stand well back.
Yes, you've got to stand well back because they can create a bit of a vacuum while reaching cruising height.
Whereabouts?
In the super fund industry very often.
And you'd have to consider the wind direction too, wouldn't you?
You don't want to be doing this upwind.
No, because you'd get covered in pretend money, couldn't you?
Covered in what?
Pretend money.
No, this is not pretend money. This is real currency we're creating.
But aren't you just printing it off? I mean, these are photocopies, aren't they?
Excuse me. Dave, this is not going to work because I've just explained it to a bloke and he saw through it straight away. Are you in banking?
No.
No, he's not even in the banking racket. Okay, I'll try that.
Try what?
Have you ever heard of Rumpelstiltskin?
No.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere. Pull up.
Load up on XRP while you still have some time. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. CoinDesk Senator Sherrod Brown asked how poorly managed was the Silicon Valley Bank.
How poorly managed was this bank?
Supervisors had rated the bank at a very low rating. Normally, we would not be describing these matters, confidential matters, but given that the firm failed and triggered a systemic risk determination, I'm prepared to talk about that confidential information. That the firm was rated a 3 in the Campbell scale, which is not well managed. And at the holding company level, it was rated deficient, which is also clearly not well managed.
Tom Emmer, time to fire up the grill. SEC Chair Gessler will appear before the House Financial Service Committee on April 18th. This will be about his rulemaking and his approach to digital assets, McHenry says, adding it's the first in a series of oversight hearings. Time to fire up that grill. Gary, you still there? XRP Darren, Faymore, 21.
Just waiting to be spent. Eventually, the world economy will lose faith in the US dollar and will want to dump it by buying up goods. And as all those dollars come flooding back into the US, it will, of course, cause the prices of those goods and services to rise and could, and probably will, trigger a scenario much like the one I have just finished describing. Throughout history, economists have suffered from what I like to call this time syndrome. This time, they've become masters of the economic universe. This time, they've figured it out. This time, they've tamed the economy. This time, they've mastered the art of infinite currency amplification. This time, a fiat currency will work. History gives this a probability of 0. Each time we sailed toward economic doom, the greatest financial minds in the world were at the helm. Do you really think we should continue letting them steer the ship? I think not. It would be nice if we started listening to people that have been right rather than the people that have theories. And it would be great if they would allow the free market to work. But that's not the way it's going to happen. The people that have the theories will continue to rule, and we will vote for people that don't know what they're doing. And so the best that we can do is try to protect ourselves and even, potentially benefit from government and economists' stupidity. And so the way to do that is by learning as much as you can about what's happening and developing your own opinions on what is coming at you rather than being reactionary.
You can do that by loading up gold, silver, and the one true standard, XRP, the universal bridge. Interoperability will be key. Know what you hold? Kevin Cage, XRP, Casper partnership soon. Let's go.
Okay, and now topic connection to the other crypto communities.
Yes.
So we have a nice relation with the XRP community, right? Kevin Cage and Cash, that's two of the greatest supporters of the Casper ecosystem. But you have a nice story to tell.
Yes, so I met also XRP or Ripple representative in Paris blockchain. They had also a very nice booth over there. We had like at least half an hour conversation about how Ripple is working, how Casper is utilizing their strong points, and what could be the synergy here. So the outcome of this is that we would like to connect our business development teams and find the best possible use case for both systems to coexist together. We have our own strength, and I think it would be a waste not to utilize this in a synergy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the community is connected. We have a great support from the XRP community. So it would be great to see Ripple x Casper Labs cooperation in the future. Yeah,
it's already happening on Twitter. Among our user base. Let's put it on another level.
Spectre, final chance to get into phase 1. Pre-sale, the XSpectar verse, excess land sells. Prices will go up. Make sure you get in now. Discounts up to 55%. Last few days to get in cheap. Get your parcel here. Spectre.com/land-sales. Secure your XSpectar land and build your dreams. We got Precision Trader. XRP hit the 5th wave target at 497. It is expected to form an ABC correction now, which I don't think we can confirm until it breaks down to 0.485. The target for the full correction should be somewhere between 44 cents and 42 cents. We will know once we get closer. We got TMR614. XRP continues ripping despite the market downturn. It's 55 cents. Up next. 360 Trader XRP with that target one smash this morning for a nice 30% spot win. Nice breakout, nice support retest. Now let's challenge the bear market high. Well done, elites. We got a Mr. Pool profile update, new banner pick. We got Sandy Ver, why was Bearable Guy 123 Lodestar 1 reposted to indicate Objective 1 was achieved. ECB's renewed T2 system went live 3/20/23. There are 3 events numbered backwards. Just look at the Knight's Sword as an hour hand. Event 1 was on the inside of the Castle Riddle. Also, shout out to Edward Beerhands who sent me this. We got the BG 123 eyes. Know what you hold? With that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, links down below for the Las Vegas Moon Party coming up in May. Also, link down below for 24-hour crypto. Pick up your XRP pendants and XRP lights. With that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, Phoenix will rise to the top. Phoenix will rise to the occasion. Where will you be when XRP finally takes flight? We'll catch you up here at the tippy top. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up those bags. Don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below. Drop an elbow on that like button. We'll catch you up here on the mothership for the Moon Party. BYOB. Bring your own bags. Bring your own Bugatti. Be your own boss. Be your own bank. We'll see you at the tippy top. Peace out, crypto ghosts.
I be getting bags till we blast off. Haters stay mad cause we popped off. Free that standard and drain that swamp. We that squad. Mothership launch way off radar. All them XRP tokens went off. Shout out we say when cause my son on lock. They try to hold us down but we took that spot. BTC what baby XR pay. Flare's supposed to pop 4th of July. Gary knows the truth when on TV.